Here's a few little tips for taking full advantage of the cropping tool. If we click and drag with the crop tool, of course it will identify the area that we're going to keep. Everything outside will be deleted. If as you're dragging with the crop tool you realize it's not quite in the right place, but it's the right size, you don't really want to resize the handles. I haven't let go of the mouse yet. I just hold down the space bar and that will let me drag to reposition the crop area. When I let go of the space bar, I can continue to resize it. Now, of course, you can always click on the handles to resize if you wish. But one of the things that you may encounter is if you're really close to the edges of a document like here, if I want to drag this down and get really close to the edge but not to the edge, sometimes what will happen, I'll just turn it on. I've already turned it off, but I'll turn it on to show you what often happens. For many people, this command called snap to document bounds is turned on. So here's what would happen. If I try to get fairly close to the edge, all of a sudden, see, it just jumps, it just snaps right to the edge. So if you're having that problem, then what you need to do is basically go and turn that off. And you can do it, as you can see, while the crop tool is still going. You can either turn snap off completely, for which there is a keyboard shortcut, or just turn off document bounds. As I'm cropping, you'll see in the options bar that there is a shield showing the dark area on the outside. It's by default black, 75%. Of course, you could change that. But there's a nice little shortcut if you're in the middle of cropping and you just sort of want to see what it looks like with and without that shield. Just use the / key under the question mark. That's a little shortcut to turn that on and off again. And finally, in a case like this one, when you look at the image, you'll see that it's not quite straight, the way the angle of the camera was taken. I like to kind of straighten this out as I'm cropping it. So I'm still going to crop it, but as I move outside the crop area, I get the rotation tool, and I'm going to rotate the crop so it kind of follows the edge of that fence, which really probably should be what's straight in this image. And then when I hit enter, it will crop it and straighten it for me in one shot. So there you go, just a few little tips about using the crop tool. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Dave Cross. We'll see you in the funny papers.